Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and here we have a grid filled with birds. We've had one of these before, it's by the same author. This is Return of the Birds. The birds represent ratios. The puzzle was designed to give a clarification to a rule that was assumed in the last one. I will explain that when I do the rules in a moment. But I am going to mention Spider-Man Sudoku, our new Patreon reward for the month of May. So it dropped on the 1st and it is available as a competition till the 20th. Do give it a try. 8 Sudokus. We've had lots of correct entries already, and very well done to those people. It's based on Spider-Man's enemies. I'll say no more. Give it a try. Good fun there. And also there are videos on Patreon as well. If you join us on Patreon, you'll be able to see videos on crosswords occasionally, gridogram, connections, the blueprint Sudoku that we solved together, all sorts of stuff. Do check it out. It's great fun. As are our apps. They feature Domino Sudoku. That's definitely relevant to today. But also Classic Sudoku 2 and the Worms, like Blobz's latest eclectic Sudoku worm. And there's merchandise too. You could get a Cracking the Cryptic mug to drink from, or the Marty Sears merch, the Rat Run merchandise, all sorts of possibilities. Do engage with the channel, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like the videos if you haven't already. Just join in and go to the Discord server and set your own Sudokus. This is what Jay Rosas has done. He's sent us a second Return of the Birds Sudoku, and the rules are as follows. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 1 to 9 will go in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Across a white dot, you have consecutive digits. Birds indicate ratios. Any pair of digits across a bird are in the same ratio to each other as are all pairs of digits across that type of bird. So the same ratio will apply in all these parrot squares between these two cells, these two cells, these two cells, and these two cells, and these two. Now, obviously, they don't have to have the same numbers. They just have to have the same ratios. Different birds might share a ratio, but different ratios do not share a bird. Not all birds are given. Right, this is important because I think what the constructor found with the previous puzzle that I did on the channel, I didn't assume that different birds had to have different ratios. But some people did, and it made the solution quicker. It wasn't necessary, it wasn't intended, but it was true. I'm guessing it won't be true today. Well, it doesn't matter if it's not true. What we are told is that different birds might share a ratio. So this bird and this bird could both have a sort of 2-to-1 ratio. And remember, there are ratios that are not integer, that are 4-to-3 that could apply in this puzzle. Or you could have 9-to-1, why not? Oh, it's still integer. 9-to-2 you could have. There are reasons why I don't think it's likely, but it's far from impossible. Right, enough waffle. Let's take it on the puzzle. Let's get cracking. How do we get cracking? I think last time there were 3 birds in the same row or box or something. I might be misremembering that, but there was a starting point. I'm not seeing that. This time I'm seeing 2 swans in box 8. These 2 ducks see each other. Actually, quite a lot of birds see each other. Box 8 has a bird in virtually every cell. But, well, there's more than one ratio that could be fulfilled, like the swans, by 4 different digits. Actually, that applies to the flamingos, even in the top row, which is fairly unpopulated, but you need 4 different digits to fulfill 2 ratios. But the trouble with that is there aren't just 1 to 2 for a... So let me try and explain what I'm thinking with aide memoirs. So these digits are all in the same ratio, and obviously you could choose 4 different digits from that set to fill something like the flamingos. That is probably the most common ratio. If you use 1 to 3, you can get 4 different digits involved. But I think even with the non-integer, even with 1 to 4 you can. Then there are the non-integer relationships, like 2 to 3 will allow 4 to 6 or 6 to 9, I suppose. Even 3 to 4, I mean, you could easily select 4 different digits. This is not good. This is not what I expected and wanted to learn about different ratios. And we have to bear in mind that what I said about 9 to 2, about unique ratios, is possible as well. Oh, of course, I'm sorry it's taken me 2.5 minutes to remember the importance of the numbers 5 and 7. They're not the only prime numbers in the set of 1 to 9, but they are the only prime numbers that have neither a multiple in the set of 1 to 9, nor a factor other than 1. And that's quite interesting. So somewhere in this packed box 8, we are going to find a 5, and somewhere we're going to find a 7. And one of them is going to be on a bird. At least one of them is going to be on a bird. Because all of these 8 digits are on birds. Now that's quite interesting. Okay, which digits in this box? No, let's go further. Which digits in the puzzle can 5 and 7 not be on? And I'm going to explain my thinking first before highlighting them. So what I think is that even the ducks are impossible for 5 and 7. Any ratio that 5 or 7, well, let's say 5. Any ratio that 5 has with another Sudoku number, to replicate that ratio somewhere else in the puzzle, you would need to use exactly those same 2 numbers. 5 to 2, because you have no alternative to the 5 on the 5 side of that ratio. You can't use 10 or 15 or 2.5 or 7.5 or anything like that. So the ducks cannot fulfill this, because if you put 5 and 2 there, for instance, this digit couldn't be 5 or 2 by Sudoku. So anytime these things see each other, it's definitely true for the swans, so no swan can have a 5 or 7 on. It's true for the turkeys, those 2 cells see this one, so we can rule out all turkey cells. Even these owls, there's only 2 owls in the puzzle, but 3 of the cells are in box 6. Definitely the chickens somewhere. These 3 cells in box 1 prove the chickens can't have 5 or 7. I don't think I'm going too ham on this at the moment. Now, the doves can't because there's 2 of them in column 1. The flamingos can't because there's 2 of them in row 1. The only bird that could have a 5 or 7 on... Oh, look, there are only 2 cells left for 5 and 7 in box thingy, box 8. So there they are. I mean, that logic is right. It is right. Now, the parrot has a 5 or 7 on, but only one of them. And the other thing is not going to appear on a bird. No, hang on, that might not be true. There is a possibility that this digit appears there on the other side of the parrot. Now, let's make this cell red. This parrot, or the parrot in this puzzle, is always going to have a red cell, because whether it's 5 or 7, it's going to have to appear on them all. Now, the parrot is also going to have another cell. I'm going to call it blue for now, but it could be a yellow cell. if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8, or 9. But every parrot is going to be red and blue, because that's the only ratio that is possible on a parrot. Okay, so I realise these might be parakeets. I'm not 100% sure. But I know which way round red and blue go there. I'm calling them parrots because they look like they could be parrots to me. Oh, bother, we don't know with these two parrots which way round red and blue go. But look, we can do Sudoku on red. Red is the colour that can't appear in yellow because it's 5 or 7. So these cells are all ruled out by red. So that's red, and now we do know for this parrot over here which way round it is. Now there's another red in column 8, that's got to be right. Then we can put red in box 1. Now this cell has to be red by default, by Sudoku. Oh, that's beautiful. Now we get 4 blues looking into box 8, and there they are. And that anytime you get 4 of the same digit looking into a box, you know where that digit is in that box. And it turns out it's here, and it's blue, and it's 5 or 7. So the parrot ratio is always 5 to 7. And now we know that blue can't go on yellow either, and I might be able to finish filling in the blues. That is fantastic. Well, I guess that's why they call it the blues. Look at that, we've done them all. Okay, I'm going to get rid of yellow now. It did the job. We found all the reds and blues. They're all 5 and 7. And how are they ever going to be disambiguated? I think it's by this white dot. Oh, maybe that one, actually. Anyway, yes, this white dot is going to tell us something about the digits in box 8, isn't it? What can surround 5 and 7 on a white dot here? Well, it's either 4 and 6 or 6 and 8, and it definitely includes 6, therefore. And this white dot connecting to the other one of 5 or 7, again, it's 4, 6, or 8, not including 6, because we just said 6 is in one of those cells. So we've got a triple, and now the swan has got a ratio of either 4 to 8, which is 1 to 2, 4 to 6, which I think of as 2 to 3, or 6 to 8, which is 3 to 4. And do you know what? Oh, well, I don't know. The other digits in the box are 1, 2, 3, 9. I don't think we can resolve what that is here. Well, we can't put 9 on this pair, because these ratios are either 2 to 1 or something less, or less than that, in terms of the number that is the bigger number divided by the smaller number. So 9 won't work here. So the trouble is, this could be 1 and 2 if that was 4 and 8. Or if this was 6 and 4, this could be 2 and 3. I don't think 8 and 4 is any good now, because wouldn't this need to be, no, sorry, 8 and 6 is the one that's ruled out, because this would need to be 3 and 4. I think that's right. So there is a 4 in that pair on the swan, and not in this cell on the duck. There is a 9 on this chicken. Oh, and the chicken repeats all over the place. Well, it can't be 9-2 or 9-1, because you couldn't fill that cell, because this chicken would have to also be 9-2 or 9-1. So the chicken is 9-3, and we've found one of the ratios for sure. Now, that's going to really help, because we can take 3 out of these cells on the swan. We know the swan ratio now is 2 to 1. I'm taking 6 out of this cell, and I'm writing my first digit in the grid after 10 minutes. It's a 6. Now, that annoyingly doesn't disambiguate the reds and blues at all, actually. But we have learnt things. We have learnt that the swan ratio is 1 to 2. That's less helpful than learning that the chicken ratio is 3 to 1, I think. So this chicken cell can't be 9 or 3. It's 1, 2, or 6. This cell in a 3 to 1 ratio with that is 3, 6, or 2. For some reason, I'm finding it hard to see the chickens. I'm just going to colour their cells pink. All of these cells are 1, 2, 3, 6 or 9 now, because those are the only digits available. Up, what's going on up here? If that's a 2, 6 pair, that's a 3. But if this uses 3, then that's 2 or 6. So one of these is a 3. That's not very useful. Right, we know other things. There was the swan. There's this duck. The duck is either another 2-to-1 ratio, which is specifically allowed, or it's a 2-to-3 ratio. And if that's 6, 9, this would be either 2, 3 or 4, 6. But it could be a 1-to-2 ratio. Yeah, I don't know what that tells me. The swan is always a 1-to-2 ratio. So this, on the other side of this thing, we've got either 1 or 4 or 3 or 6. We've got a swan here. Oh, I'll tell you what, this swan can't be 3, 6. Because each chicken either needs 3 on it or 6. Because it's either 1, 3 or 3, 9 using 3, or it's 2, 6 using the 6. So that swan is from the 1, 2, 4, 8 family. It's not huge, but you never know, it might matter. This one as well is seeing a chicken in the same row. It's not quite the same if they glance a chicken from the side. Can that digit be 6? Oh, that one could as well. No, it's not that interesting a question. This turkey bird down here sees a 1, 2 pair as well as 5 and 7. So there we're selecting from 3, 4, 6, 8, 9. Now, I don't know, is that interesting? Maybe not. It could be a 3-to-1 ratio still, or a 2-to-1 ratio with 4, 8. Oh, or 3, 6. Okay, that is not interesting. I thought it was. I was wrong. Okay, we got one digit. How am I using this digit? I just don't know. Wow, I'm sorry. Bear with me. I have no idea what we're meant to be doing next. What else? What else might be going on in this puzzle? I don't know. Those reds. Oh, this flamingo has got a 9 or 3 on one side. Yeah, but I don't know what the other side is. Do I? Okay, well, the flamingo doubles up in the top row. So if this was a 9, this would be a bit limited, wouldn't it? It would be potentially 3, although then you'd have a lot of 1-to-3 ratios in boxes 1 and 2. Okay, let's work on this. I've got nothing better to look at. If this digit was a 9, this one can't be a unique ratio. So it can't be 1, 2, 4, 5 or 7 obviously, or 8. So that's quite interesting. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. So if that's a 9, this is 3, 6 or 9. It's divisible by 3. That is quite interesting, I think. 9, 3 would create, well, it's obviously not 9, 9 if that's a 9. So it's either 9, 3 or 9, 6. So 9, 3 would create a situation where both flamingos and chickens would be 3-to-1 ratios. Those would be the same digit. That's not interesting. What's interesting about that is that you'd have a 1-to-3 ratio there and a 1-to-3 ratio there and another digit here. And that doesn't work because the extra digit out of 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, one of these pairs would be 2, 6, and one of them would use a 3. And the remaining digit would be a 1 or a 9. But that cell cannot be a 1 or a 9 because this one can't be a 3. That's fabulous. Well, okay, it's something. So if this digit is a 9, this digit has to be a 6. Now, if I can eliminate that, I can make this not a 9. And I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing to do, but 9, 6 here would actually, what I would also have eliminated is any 3-to-1 ratio on a flamingo. So this couldn't even be 3-1 or 3-9. So, okay, this is a good thing to have done. But if this is 9-6, that is a 3-to-2 ratio. And up here, we would be selecting birds using either the pairs 9-6, again, 6-4, or 3-2. That's the 2-to-3 ratio encapsulated. This one couldn't be 3-2. 3-2 would have to be used because it's the only thing that doesn't involve a 6. And it couldn't be used here because this bird needs either 3 or 2 on it. So it would be here. This would be 2-3. This would use a 6. This would use a 3. And this digit would be a 2. That would be a 6. Oh, it looks like that does work. That's annoying. Let me just go through that again. If this was 9-6 on this flamingo, so the flamingo ratio is 2-to-3. The 2-3 in the top row, which would have to exist, would be on that flamingo. This one would use a 6 and either 4 or 9. This could not use a 6 and would use a 3 and either 1 or 9. This would be a 2. That would be 1 or 4. This would be 6. Okay, that does all hold together. I don't see that it's impossible. It's annoying, that. Right. I'm going to go back then to thinking, so 9-6 does seem a possible pair here. If this is a 3, there are some limitations now because we've worked out that the flamingo can't be a 3-to-1 ratio. So this digit couldn't be 1 or 9. It obviously couldn't be 3 in that situation as well. Now it couldn't be 5 or 7, and that's all the odd digits ruled out if this was a 3. It couldn't be 8 because that would be a unique ratio. So if this was a 3, this is 2, 4 or 6. And if it's a 9, it's a 6. So this is down to 2, 4 or 6. Now, 3-2 would be yet again this 3-to-2 ratio that we just did all the thinking about. That would require a 2-3 pair here, a 6 on this flamingo, a 3 on that one. Oh, well, it couldn't be a 2 there because that would clash with a 2 here. Very good. Bye-bye 2. Could it be 3, 4 here? 3, 4 would lead to these being 3, 4 and 6, 8. That brings a different problem into the top row. That would lead those to have to be 3, 4 and 6, 8. And these remaining cells would be 1, 2 and 9. Nine's getting interesting there, isn't it? Because 9 can't be in these cells. So 9 would have to be over here somewhere. It would be in one of these cells in box 2. Okay, maybe that doesn't break. I'd love to break this 3-4 thing. At least, if I can't break 9-6, which I do want to break. Okay, well, the alternative I have not talked about yet is 3-6 here, where the flamingo is yet another 1-2 bird. Am I saying yet another? No, I've only had one 1-2 bird. It's the second 1-2 bird. The trouble is that gives a lot of flexibility up here. Mind you, it still doesn't allow the 9 onto this flamingo. Have we ruled 9 off this flamingo? So the possibilities I'm considering here are 9-6, which is a 3-2, and then we worked out one of these has to be 2-3 and it has to be this one. I think in what I just did for 3-4, I worked out that these cells were 3, 4, 6, and 8. Yeah, none of them are 9. And if this is a 1-2 pair, it can't be a 9-4 pair. That's unique. If this is there's never a 9 on this flamingo, so there is a 9 in one of these two cells. I doubt that that's any use. There could be a 9 on this flamingo, annoyingly. Otherwise, I'd be confining 9 here a bit. No, I don't know. I'm like a dog with a bone. I'm quite reluctant to give up considering this flamingo because it feels like where something is happening to me. Not happening to me. I mean, it feels to me as if this is where something is happening, is what I'm trying to say. So, let's go back to the 9-6 option, which I regarded as a bit unlikely. Now that is the 3-2 thing, where this becomes 2-3. And this uses a 6. And this uses a 3, and this is a 2, and this is a 6. Two, 3, 5, 7, 6, 9. These would be from 1, 4, 8, making a full set, and that would mean that this was a 6. Oh, that's getting quite interesting. Oh, no, that 6 is mandated by this being a 2, isn't it? That's not getting quite interesting. That is just how it works. Oh, I don't know. Should I move on to the turkeys or the doves or stick with the flamingos? I'm so annoyed I couldn't get this down a bit further. 3-4. I'm going to give one more thought to 3-4 because if I could remove that, actually, if I could remove 3-4 as a possibility, this digit becomes a 6 and that affects this swan. And I am interested in that. Right, let's go with the 3-4. Again, I know this is recapitulating old ground, but I can't help it. That makes these cells 3, 4, 6, and 8 in some order. One of them is a 3-4 pair. That is not this one. If this was a 3, this is good. If this was a 3-4 pair, that would be 2-6, and this wouldn't have a fill. So the 3-4 pair would be on this flamingo. This would be, in fact, we know which way round, 3 and 4. Then this flamingo would be a 6-8 pair. This would use a 3. This digit would be a 2. Oh, I have worked this out before. Well, I haven't quite worked it out knowing which way round 3, 4 and 6-8 went, but maybe that doesn't do anything else. Now, that becomes a 2 in this scenario, and that becomes a 6. So then we've got 3, 4, 5, 7, 6 here. Well, again, these are from 1 to 8 this time. but always in the 1, 2, 4, 8 family. Well, this is interesting. This is interesting. Are these always in the 1, 2, 4, 8 family? They are if this is 9, 6. I'm going to go through this one more time. I can't help it. I'm really stuck without doing something. So 9, 6 here. We know that makes this 2, 3. And we know that makes this 2 and this 6. We do. And these two would be from 1, 4, 8. So yeah, with 9, 6, these are from 1, 4, 8. With 3, 4, I've just calculated these are from 1, 2, 8 then. So it's only if this is 3, 6. Oh, this isn't going to work, is it? But let's go through it. If that's 3 and that's 6, this can't be a 6. This would be 2 or 3. That would also use a 2 or a 3. And this flamingo couldn't use a 2 or a 3, but would be a 1 to 2 ratio. That would be a 4, 8 ratio. So this one would either be 1, 2 or 3, 6. What was this one doing in the 6, 3 case? That was 4, 8. This was 1, 2 or 3, 6. These can't use 9 or 3. So 4, 8, 9, 3, 5, 7. This would be from 1, 2, 6. That doesn't work at all. Well, that's good. Right, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna fill in the digits to show you why that doesn't work. I'm not bifurcating because I've seen this. But the reason this doesn't work is if that's a 3, that's a 6, and the flamingo relationship is 1 to 2. We can't have a 6 on this swan, so this digit becomes a 2. That now becomes a 6. Never mind about that. What gets interesting here is that that 2 means that we are using we are using 3 here. This flamingo can't be 3, 6, 1, 2 or 2, 4 and must be 4, 8. This flamingo can't use 6 or 4, 8. Actually, I hadn't seen that far. That becomes 1, 2. And these cells become a huge problem. In fact, this cell is a huge problem because it sees 4, 8, 5, 7, 1, 2, 6, 3, 9, and there's nothing you can put in it. That is mad. That's how that breaks down. I mean, I had seen it slightly less clearly in my head as these are all from 1, 2, 6, and that doesn't go with that cell. But I mean, it works out the same. It's brilliant. Right. So that has ruled out this being 3, 6 or a 1, 2 ratio. So now we know this is either 9, 6 or 3, 4. I mean, annoyingly, now I have to demonstrate why they do the same thing up here or to some, I can't even remember what it is they do that is the same, but it's something. It's about what these become, isn't it? 9, 4 there. No, sorry, 9, 6 there is the 3 to 2 ratio. So this can't be a 2, 3 bird, so it must have a 6 on. This is a 2, 3 bird now. And in the scenario we're painting now, we've got, what was this? This was 9, 6 here. 6 there means that's a 2 and that's a 6. So we've got 2, 3 here and a 6 here. And these would have to be from 1, 4, 8 in the yellow cells. Now, forget those digits when we consider the 3, 4 option. which leaves these being 3, 4 and 6, 8 in some order. And a 4 there, does that do it? No, what was it that does something? A 4, 3 option means these are 3, 4 and 6, 8. I know this does something up here, and I'm just trying to recheck it. It's vital that I check this and don't make a mistake here. Which did we knew which one was 3, 4, didn't we? And which one was 6, 8. If this one was 6, 8, that digit would use a 3. This would become a 2, and that would become a 6. If this was 3, 4, this would be 2. If that was 3, 4, this would be 2, 6, and that cell would be impossible. So it would be this one that was 3, 4. This one would be 6, 8. This would use a 3. This digit would be 2, and this digit would be 6. And with 3, 4 here, 6 here, 5, 7, and 9, these would be from 1, 2, 8. So they're always from 1, 2, 4, 8, those yellow cells. And now I've got a quadruple in the column of yellow, if you like. And this digit can't be from 1, 2, 4, or 8, and is a 6. That is a complicated step in this puzzle. If that is necessary, J. Rosas, wow. Okay, this digit becomes a 2 on the chicken. This digit is now 1 or 4. I mean, I have a feeling this isn't going to unwind the whole puzzle at all. Anyway, this now cannot be a 2, 6 chicken. It definitely uses a 3. Now we think about the swan, the flamingos again, perhaps. I don't know. My goodness, this isn't easy, is it? Let's think about this column. Oh, I've never filled in a red cell. Oh, I mean, that would have been really useful just to see. There's a 9th red cell. That might have made it much easier to spot this quadruple. Okay, maybe I take back what I said about how hard that step was. If I've just been blundering around not spotting something fairly obvious, well, that's on me. Now, 2 there means this digit can't be 2. That means this digit can't be 6. This is exactly what I feared. We're not much further forward. Bloomin', bloomin', bloomin'. Bother. Okay, so we know a lot, though, about these flamingos, so I'm going to fill in candidates. If that was 9, 6, this one's a 3, 2 bird. And this one uses 6 in that case, and is from 4, 6, 9. If this was 3, 4, then we have 6, 8. Well, this can't be 3, 3, 4. That would be 3, 4. So there's always a 3 on this bird. And then this would be 4, 8. So this is either 4, 6, 4, 8, or 6, 9. I mean, that's quite a range of possibilities, but we've got to keep thinking about something. I don't know. Right. There's a 4, 8 pair there. This digit can't be 4. I don't know. Which bird do I think about next? Dove, turkey, owl, duck. I don't think this dove is powerful because of that being... Okay, okay, this digit in the corner can't be 8 because all of 8, 1, 8, 3 and 8, 9 are unique ratios. Okay, I don't know much about the dove. What about the turkey bird then? Well, the turkey's down here, and of course the turkey sees itself, it can't be a unique ratio. Oh, do we know anything about column 1? Maybe we do. Maybe we know something about it. We've got double the dove to come. So let's think about what this dove is. If this digit is a 3, one of these two is a 3 after all. So if this digit is a 3, the dove being 3, 4 would make this other dove 6, 8, and that would make this corner cell a definite 9. That's quite interesting. You'd have 6 or 8 on the turkey with something there. 6 or 8, but 9 here, and you can't, wow. 9, 3 doesn't, 9, 3 doesn't work for the turkey because this can't have a 3-to-1 ratio. 9, 4 is unique and 9, 8 is unique. So the only way 9 is on this turkey is if it's 9, 6. Now that's in a family with 6, 4 and 3, 2. This would have to be 6, 4. That digit would be a 6. For this to be the specific, well, for this to be the 9, that would be the 6. This would then have to be 3, 2. Am I meant to be thinking about that in concert with the dove? I can't work that one out. I nearly ruled a 9 off the turkey. If there is a 9 on the turkey, it's 9, 6. Okay, let's think about something slightly different then. If there's an 8 on the turkey instead, 8, 6 would be a 8, 6 or 4, 3. I don't know, there's too many possibilities. And then we've still got 6, 4 and 4, 3 and 8, 4 to think about. That's too difficult to work on. Have I actually used getting this 2 and 6 on this chicken? Maybe I haven't. Oh look, where's 2 in this box? It's in one of those 2 cells. I had not seen that. It's quite interesting. It's mildly interesting, let's not go over the top. Oh, it's all about this flamingo, and I must be able to eliminate one of these. If that's 9, 6. This couldn't be a 6. This bird would need a 3 on it. Hadn't thought of that. Well, I don't know where we are. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just can't work this one out quite. What about 1 in this box then? It's in one of those cells. If this was a 1, that would be 4 and this would be 6. And this would be 9 and this would be 3. One, 6, 4 going up here. 2, 5, 7. Everything else would be 3, 8 or 9. Including that digit and this one and this one. 3, 8 and 9. No, I cannot see an obvious solution to that dilemma. Is it the dove then, or is it just the flamingo and the dove and the turkey working hand in hand? I'm leaving poor little owl out of contention. I did hear a good joke today about someone going bird watching with Sinead O'Connor, but so far it's just been 7 owls and 15 jays. I liked it. You need to know the lyrics of Nothing Compares to You for that one. Right. That doesn't leave me any the wiser. Something simple breaks. Maybe if that's 4, 3, this becomes an 8. And no, I mean, the red-blue disambiguation is not going to be... Oh, but then you'd have an 8 on the turkey. The turkey's much easier here with a 4 on it, isn't it? Oh, 8, 8, 6 is a valid ratio. Okay, let's just briefly think about that. If this is 4 and that's 8, what is the turkey relationship here? Because it can't be a 2 to 1. 8 can't go with 1, 2, not on a turkey anyway, with 1, 2, 1, oh, it could go with 2, I hadn't thought of that. With 1, 3, it couldn't go with 4 in that position, 5 or 7 obviously, or 9. So this, if that's an 8, this would be 2 or 6, very specifically. And that couldn't be a 2-6 bird at that point, which almost feels deliberately significant. What if this is a 4? If this goes 8, 4, well, the trouble is I think that brings 3 into play here on the turkey. And maybe 1. And yeah, this 8, 2 or 4, 1 ratio. Oh no, that's not possible here. Good. Ah, so if that's an 8, this has to be a 6. There is no 2 alternative. Right, on the other hand, if that's 8, 4, now this won't be allowed to be 1 because it can't be replicated there. 4, 2 is definitely fine, I think. Or 4, 3 is a possibility. Okay, I should try and work on eliminating 4, 8, 6 as a way this can work. That would be a 3 bird. Turkeys would be 6, 8. They would be 6, 8 or 3, 4. So both of these turkeys would be 6, 8 or 3, 4. This one would have, because of that 6, would have to be 3, 4. Or maybe that's no use. These two would also have to be, one of them would be 3, 4, and one of them would be 6, 8. And what breaks there? If this one was 3, 4, here you're selecting from digits 1, 6, and 9. You can't use the 1 anymore. It would have to be a 9, 6 pair on the dove. And I'm speculating that we've had 9, 6 and 3, 4. This would have to be the 2. That would be 8, and this would be 6. I mean, it's quite complicated. This is worth thinking about, though, because this is the last possibility for 8 here. 8, 6 there. Oh, but this is only one of the possibilities for this turkey. 3, 4. You see, if that's 8, 6, maybe everything else is under a lot less pressure. Maybe I need to think about the dove. Maybe I do need to think about the dove. If the dove had a 9 on, options are limited. 9, 3 is one of them. Then this would have to be a 2, 6 pair. We know the 2 would be down here and the 6 would be here. That would keep 6 off this chicken. Okay, I'm not ruling that out yet. What about 9, 6? That's a 3-to-2 ratio, and this would have to be a 3-2 bird. Is this always going to end up being 2? Is that what's going on with the doves? I mean, it's an interesting, but this could be 6-3, which is a hideous 2-to-1 ratio. And the dove can be anything. The other dove can be anything. Oh, I want to have birds that can't be 2-to-1. This is a much more difficult version of the birds puzzle than the last. Really is. Oh, we need a 6 in this row. I've only just seen, oh, okay, Sudoku. Sudoku is your only friend sometimes. No, that's not right. That's not right. Why can't 6 go there? Well, let's think about why 6 can't go here. There might be a reason. 6, 4, 1. Two, 5, 7. These would be from 3, 8, 9. This would have to be a 1-2 pair. That's quite strong. Right, this is 6 being here. And there'd be no 6 on this flamingo. I think there was only one possibility left on the flamingo. Is there even a possibility without a 6? Wasn't this 6, 9, 6, 8 or 6, 4? The flamingo can't be 4, 8, it can't be 4, 9, and it can't be 8, 9. There is a 6. I should have marked that on that flamingo. And this is a 6 by Sudoku. And my subconscious was right. Right, there's no 2 in that bird. Or 6, or there's no 2 on that side of that bird. I mean, I don't think, I did briefly scan this 6 to see what it's going to do for me. Nothing. Well, it's going to put a 3 in one of those cells. Let's just take it bit by bit, not think ahead. This digit sees quite a lot in the row and is 1, 4 or 8 now. This also, well, it could be 9, unlike this one. 2, 6, 9, 3, the 5, 7 pair. 1 of 1, 4, 8 is here. And 9 is definitely up here now in box 3. So this digit can't be 9. Neither of these can be 9, if that's right. It is right. Getting that 6 was actually quite helpful. Right, the flamingo has come down to what the swan was earlier. But in this case, it can't be 4, 8, because there's definitely a 6 in it. It's either, yeah, if it's 6, 4, that's 2, 3. If it's 8, 6, that's 3, 4. This is never a 4. 4 in the column is definitely in one of those 2 cells. If that was a 4, this is a 2, 1. And that's 8. This might be worth thinking about. If this is a 4, that's a 2, 1. Oh, this turkey is going to have to survive with a 1 or a 2 there, despite this pair. Can that be a 1 or a 2 for this turkey? It could be a 2-3 pair. I think that we've ruled out 9-3 for the turkey because of this. I have not ruled out a 2-1 ratio for the turkey. I'd love to. Okay, if this turkey was in a 2-1 ratio, this is a sequence of black dots then that must go 8, 4, 2. This digit would be a 2. This would be a 4-8 bird. This cell would end up being 1, 6 or 9 on another turkey needing another another 1-2 ratio. And this digit can't be a 2 because I've got 2 pencil marked here. And I think 3-6 is impossible here, because doesn't that leave 4 with either 1 or 9 up, or maybe 4-1 is possible there. Not if this is 3-6, it's not. Right, that is complicated, but I am ruling out turkeys having a 1-2 ratio, because this digit would become, okay, let me show you again what would happen. This digit would be in a 1-2 ratio with that. And these two already are, so this would become a sequence. The only way that can be a sequence is 8-4-2. This bird would now be a 4-8 pair. There'd be no 2 on this bird, and there'd be a 3 on that bird. The remaining 1, 6, 9 in this row would leave this to be 1, 6 or 9. But this turkey would need a 2-to-1 relationship, so we get rid of 9. This can't be a 1 because that would be a 2, and we've confined 2 in box 7 to one of those. So this would be a 6, this would be a 3, and the reason that breaks down up here is because then you get either 4 with 9, which is impossible because it's unique, 4 with 1, and you can't make this dove. Wow, have a 4-1 relationship. So turkeys are not 1-2. And that is going to inform me a little bit here, isn't it? Turkeys are also not 1-4. What I'm now going to say is this digit cannot be from the 1-2-4-8 family, because the ratio would be a power of 2. And we know that it can't, we've just worked out that it can't be 1-2. It clearly can't be 1-4 because of this one. 1-8 is too much. So this digit is not from the 1-2-4-8 family. It's also not 5, 6, 7 or 9. It is 3. I mean, I'm sure that's not on the path. I'm sure I've gone off piste now, but it's weird. Anyway, it's not a 3-to-1 ratio because that turkey can't fulfill it. It's not a 3-to-8 ratio because that would be unique. So this turkey is either 3-2 or 3-4. One of our two popular relationships. The flamingo is also in that family of, well, that's not one of those two families, is how I should put that. It's not a family. This digit is from the 1-2-4-8 family, and so is one of these. Now, the turkey then is either 3-2 or 3-4. Have we got anywhere with the swan and the 1-2-4-8 in this row? Not really. That 3 is now kept off the bloomin' duck. Okay, if that was a 9-6, this duck couldn't have a 3 on and would have to be 6/4. Wow. The other alternative, so this duck would be 6/4 if that was 9-6. The other alternative is 3-6 on the duck, and the duck's another 1-2 bird, but it doesn't use a 3, so this would be from 1-2-4-8, and would use the other digit from 2 or 4 that appears there. It would either be a 4-8 duck or a 1-2 duck. I can't pencil mark that. I can't do it. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. Or am I? Oh, it's just not resolved. No, well, hang on. So, if this is a 9, if this is a 9-6 duck, this is a 6-4 duck, and that digit's a 2 then. And the turkey is a 2-3 ratio at that point. And this one has to be 4-6 in that case. So now I've got definite 6s in those positions. This bird is also a 4-6 bird, so there's a 6 down here somewhere. I mean, 6 is the only digit I've had any success with. Now I couldn't put a 6 into column 3. How about that? How about that? If this was a 6-4 duck, I believe that makes this a 3-2, and I think that makes this digit a 6. This bird can only fulfill a 3-2 relationship by having a 6 there. And the 6 here would definitely put, this couldn't be 3-2, this would need a 6. And there would be nowhere in column 3. Right, the duck is not 9-6, the duck is 3-6. The duck is another swan. That's probably appropriate. The ugly duckling has become a swan. Now, this relationship is done. That is the key flamingo one. It's not 9-4, it's 9-6. This digit is not a 6. This is a 1-2 relationship, isn't it? Right, 9-6. That is a 3-2 relationship for the flamingo, and this pair is a 3-2 pair. And this pair is 6-4, not 6-8. 6-4, that can't be 2 anymore. These are from 1-8-9. If only there were more flamingos around or something. 6 can't be on this turkey. Now that's getting interesting. That means 9 can't be on it anymore, doesn't it? Didn't we work that out? 9-4 and 9-8 are unique. 9-3 can't be fulfilled here. There's no 9 on it. It can't be 3-8, so there's definitely a 4 on it. The turkey is either 3-4 or 4-8. Oh, did we never rule that out completely? Was the turkey being a 1-2? No, it's not a 1-2. We did rule it out completely. That was the whole point of this work with a possible 2 here. And it's definitely ruled out there now, the 1-2. So this is a 3-4 bird. It's got to be, I think. I think that's the only possibility. It's at least different from the flamingo, which I feel good about. So this digit's a 4. This is the only place for 2 in the box, and that swan is done. I don't know what I've just put in this cell. Sorry, I've just typed the wrong thing. 1, 8, 1 or 8. I don't think it can be 9 anymore, because 9's in one of, well, 9's there. 2, 4, 6, 5, 7, 3, 9. Yes, that's a 1-8 pair. This is a 4-9 pair. I don't still know what that chicken is. Right, there's no 4 on this duck, so it's a 2-1 pair. I might actually be solving this now, finally. I still haven't done the dove, of course. Its options didn't get much more limited. In fact, possibly not at all. So there's still work to do. 6, 8 and 9. Oh, 6, 8 and 9 to place both in the bottom row and in column 8. Haven't looked at the owl yet. I'm conscious of that. 3, 6. Oh, yeah, this row was getting a bit more concrete. Only a little bit, though. Okay, we're not done. I was getting too overexcited. This can't be a 6, obviously, and nor can that. So this bird's got a definite 3 on it. I mean, I have long suspected that, and now we know. There's a 3 X-wing between those cells. That uses up the 3s in columns 1 and 2, so that's where the 3 is on the chicken in box 4. Now, this column, 5, 7, 3, 6, 2. That can't be a 4. So the only place for 4 in the column is on the swan. Okay, this is going okay, but it's still absolutely monstrous, if I'm honest. The turkey, though. We know the turkey relationship. It's either 3, 4 or 6, 8. Well, it has to be 6, 8 there, where 3 and 4 are in the box. And that tells us about row 1, column 1. That's a 4. Now, this can't be 4, 9. Can it possibly be 4, 3? No, because this would be 8, 6. And one of those digits is there. So this is, the dove is a 4, 1 now. And this is an 8, 2 dove. And that is going to give us all the info. We've got an owl left to do. We've got a 3 in the corner. That's turkey in the corner, losing its religion. Right. I'm losing my mind, frankly, here, but this is going well now. So that digit is 9. That's 8. That's 1. This is a pair. That is known. That is 1. This is 8. This digit, oh, this one's 2 and this one's 4. And we can't have 8 here, so we have 2 on the swan. I think this is still right. I mean, I don't know. If this goes wrong at this stage, I'm going to weep salt tears. How about this bird must be more done. That digit can't be 1. I don't know. These are from 1, 2, 9. In this row, I've got 1, 6, 9. Now, this turkey, that is, one of the things needs to be divisible by 3 on a turkey. And it ain't a 9. So this is a 6 with an 8 below, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right, now that gets me all the reds done and all the blues. And I'm going to get rid of all the colour in the grid because it's done its job completely. Right, this digit is not a 6, so that's not a 2. That's not a 4, so it's 9. This is now not a 9. We've got a 1, 3 pair and a 9, 8 pair. That's not a 2. This is not a 6. We will be attacking the owls in a moment, and I don't mean literally. That's a 3, 4 pair. We've got 9 and 8 up here. Right. Let's just, oh no, that's become a 3 in this column. Let's do that before we attack the owls. We'll get more concrete information, because how can that be a problem? That's a 4, that's a 3, even more concrete information. This is a 2. I think I know what's going on with the owls now. Right, this owl has got a 3 on it. This one's got a 3 on it. The only way to resolve these two is a 3-to-1 ratio with a 1 here and a 9 here. And there are repeat birds with repeat ratios on in this puzzle, as we suspected. And I think we are nearing a solution now. Ooh, I was going to put 6 there, but that's wrong. That's an 8. This is 6 in the box. That's 4. Then if I put in 1 and 2, have I cleared the aviary? Yes, congrats. Wow, not many people have done that. That is a fantastic, but a very difficult puzzle. Well, if it's easier than that, I didn't find a way. That's lovely. Thank you, J. Rose, and I'm delighted to have got through that puzzle. What a beast. Wow, what a series of beasts. I mean, some lovely birds in it, and yeah. Word botching is my normal habit, but today it was bird watching. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.